Hi, my name is Angela Mayartis Johnson, and today I want to talk to you about regaining my smile. I've taken off all the makeup, I've pulled my hair back, simple black top. We are talking one-on-one. Now, if anyone knows me, they know when I walk into the room, I'm always smiling. I get compliments on my smile, and I thank anyone who's given me that compliment. But when I walk into a room, I'm smiling, not only because I am happy, but sometimes I'm sad, sometimes I'm angry, sometimes there's so much emotion going on behind the smile that no one knows. But that smile keeps me going. And I've heard that it keeps other people going as well. But when I'm really, really down and I can't smile, I don't leave home because I don't want to stop someone from having the great day that they would have if they saw my smile. Now, how did I lose my smile? About a month ago, I started making a few changes in my life. I felt that things weren't the way they should be, and consistently things were bothering me. And I made it in my mind that I needed to change. Fortunately, I had to go to the Caribbean for a family matter, and this gave me the time to think. This gave me the space to breathe. I got on the plane with issues all in my head, trying to figure them out. When I got to the island, I dealt with the matter that I went there for, but I had a few days which helped me to breathe. It helped me to sit back, relax, and really think about what was going on in my life. It was a real deep introspective time. I was able to discern different things that were going on and realize that certain things needed to truly change. How were they going to change? I wasn't sure. The one great thing about this trip was there were certain things in my life that were really bothering me, and I was able to let them go. I felt like I left them in a bag on the island. It was awesome. I got back home and I was excited to tell one of my close friends about my new awakening. But they were having an awakening of themselves, and they decided to pull back from me. Now, this is someone that I'm so used to talking to all the time, so when they said this, I truly was hurt. I was like, why me? Why now? Things are about to change and get better. But for them, they were going through their own transition. At the time, I did not understand and took it pretty hard. I went into I wouldn't call it depression, but I was truly sad. I still did my work. I still smiled when I went out, but it took a lot to make that happen. I decided, okay, I need to fix this. You know, people say that you should say happy things and things will change, but when you get to a certain point, it's more than that. So I decided to do a fast. From 8 to 8, I would not eat. I would pray, I would have introspective time. I still did work, but I did not eat. The focus was on 6 things that I really wanted to work on. I really either wanted to change or find out more about or just really deal with. See, we always go through things in our lives, and life gets so busy, whether it's family, trying to pay bills, or just living life, that we don't deal with them. I wanted to take the time to deal with them, not because I had the time, but because if I didn't, life would not be the way it should be. So for the entire week, I went through my fast. The beginning of the week was hard because I was dealing with the fact that I couldn't talk to a very close friend of mine. And I was going through these different emotions and seeing things in myself that I'd never seen before. My smile was gone at this point in time. I worked from home mostly because I really took too much out of me to smile. Around Wednesday was when breakthroughs started to happen. All of a sudden, things started to make sense to me. Clarity happened. Clarity was the one thing that I was looking for in certain areas of my life, and I began to get that. Not that I knew the answers, but I understood what I needed to do to a certain extent. By Thursday or Friday, I was definitely in a better place, and I could smile again. I could step out and be that happy, jovial person that most people knew me as. By Sunday, I was in a very good place. Saturday night, when I was finishing my fast, I sent out letters to certain people that I was either praying for or praying about, just letting them know my journey and where I was and, how I felt about them. I even did that to the friend that I wasn't speaking to. On Sunday, I went to church and the pastor spoke on if it is for you. Woo! Did that hit home? It was the central theme of my fast. Worrying about certain things, having issues that were bothering me. And when I really sat back and listened to this sermon, I realized what is for me is for me, no matter what. And at that point in time, I let everything go. I realized that this friend will be back in my life when they are ready to be back in my life. I realized that all the stuff that I'm working for, it will happen. Not in my time, but in God's time. I know some of you may not believe in God, but you do believe in a higher being, or you do believe in the universe giving you what you need when you need it. That's what I'm talking about. So I regained my smile, and I realized that when I don't have my smile, I'm losing part of my purpose. I remember about a year ago, I was on a plane and I sat down with my cup of tea, which I normally have on my plane, and there was a woman sitting across from me. She's like, "Oh my goodness, your tea smells awesome." That opened up the door for a conversation for us. And for about 2 hours, we had candid conversation. I was making her laugh. I was being my silly self. When we got off the plane, we walked towards the conveyor belt to get our bags and then to the rent-a-car. She pulled me aside and said, "Thank you. Thank you for being you." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" She said, "First of all, your smile was just the thing I needed. But secondly, your conversation was perfect." She said, "I'm an only child and I came here to spread my mother's ashes," as she showed me the urn. I was surprised. I had no idea, because we never know what other people are going through when they are smiling or talking to us. And it was at that point that I realized that the minute I stepped out the door, that I needed to be my best self. So when I did this fast, I realized part of doing this fast was to understand who I was, where I was, and where I was going. I already knew my purpose, but how could I live my purpose if I wasn't the best me? How could I help people be better if I wasn't my best? And so I say to you today, yes, I've regained my smile, but what is it that's holding you back? What is it that you have not dealt with? What is it that's hurting you, that you holding on to but not truly dealing with? Take a moment, breathe, and deal with it. It will hurt, you will cry, you will fight it, but when you find a resolution to it, you will be the best you. And the people around you, they will be the recipients of the blessing that they have in their lives. I say this to you today, that we were all put on this earth for a purpose. And if we are not our best selves, we are not impacting the world that we should, the way we should. And that's what we're here for. We're not here for us. We're here for the people who are around us. What if the next president, not next president, one of the presidents of the United States, you meet them, but the thing that you were supposed to do to help them be the better them, you don't do? What happens then? We were put here for a purpose, and when we lose our smile, someone else misses out. So I have my smile back and I am happy and excited to get back on track. I want you to be on track as well. Let's go on this journey together. My name is Angela Mayartis Johnson, and I want you not only to regain your smile, but believe in you.